Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shell. If you're new here, I share about all things homeschool, and today I'm going to share a little bit about my other passion, which is wellness. And I believe the two go hand in hand. If you're not well as a mama or a teacher, whether you homeschool or not, this video will be for you because we need to be well to homeschool well. And I am going to share a little bit about my journey from being super healthy to the not so healthy and then trying to get back there again, and all the natural things that I use that can be easily accessible, affordable, and can really be utilized by anyone. So hopefully this video will find you in good health, but if it doesn't, stick around and I may have some things that can help you out. Okay, so real quick, I just want to share a little bit of background about myself. I had my two kiddos back to back, one in 2009 and one the beginning of 2011, the middle of 2009 and the beginning of 2011. So they're about 20 months apart, and I gained about 60 pounds each time. By the end of my second pregnancy, I was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. Thankfully, I was young and I was able to get back down to about 10 to 15 pounds at the most of my starting out weight before I was pregnant. My college weight, I got pregnant right after college. So losing the baby weight, although it took some time, it wasn't like a big challenge for me. Shortly after shortly after my son was a toddler, I decided to go to chiropractic school, and I was still young at this point and I was in really good health. I am blessed to not have any kind of allergies or asthma. I hadn't had problems with my weight at this point. I had energy, I was tired because I was a mom of two small children, but basically had good energy. I didn't get headaches. I could eat whatever I wanted, all the bread, all the gluten, and things were good. Unfortunately, about 2 years into my chiropractic school journey is when things kind of took a turn, and I thought that would be more of a temporary thing because everyone tells you, yeah, you gain weight in school, the stress, it's just a lot to handle for anybody. So as soon as you graduate, the weight will just fall off. Well, unfortunately, I ended up gaining more weight in chiropractic school than I actually did with both of my babies. And so nothing had changed. My diet had not changed. I was eating the same foods. I was getting sleep at night for the most part. I was just under an extreme excessive amount of stress. And so by the time I graduated, I was the heaviest I'd ever been. And then unfortunately, you add in 2020 craziness, quarantine. My husband was living in Florida for work, and so I packed on quarantine pounds, and it has just been sticking to me. And so the crazy part about all of this is that, again, my diet hasn't really changed, my lifestyle hasn't changed. It's just been kind of a steady burn, unfortunately. So my goal has been to not just to lose weight, but for me, the big things were healing my skin. My skin started getting really bad along my jawline, which is definitely hormonal. To have energy. The first year that I was homeschooling, 2020, 2021 school year, there was times that, and even before that when my kids were in public school, there was times I would wake up in the morning, drop them off at school, come home, fall back asleep until like 9 o'clock in the morning, do a couple things around the house, then I would take a nap from like 2 to 3 and then go pick them up and then be tired again by the evening. And so I was just constantly fatigued. And so my number one goal through this whole health journey of mine has been to regain my energy and vitality and to just not be getting by in life, but to be thriving. And so I feel like this year, despite the weight being still an issue, we're working on that, but you can't, if you're in that state where you're just constantly fatigued, it's really hard to go to the gym. It's really hard to be motivated to cook all of your meals every day. All that stuff requires motivation and energy. And it's kind of like it's really a snowball effect, or even a double-edged sword if you think about it, because I need to work out to lose weight, but I don't have the energy to work out. So it was just chaotic, frustrating, all those things. This year, I finally feel like I have regained all that energy and I'm able to get through the day. I wake up at a decent hour, which is for me is 7:30. That's like, yay, I'm not a morning person. So I'm very proud of that. I'm going to bed at a decent time. My mood has improved. My skin has improved to some extent, although I still have some stuff here that I need to take care of. And I'm going to share with you not only what I'm taking every day, but then also the practitioners that have helped me along the way. And so I think I'll start off actually with that, because if you're struggling trying to do it yourself, sometimes you need to get outside help. And so for me, the place where I get my outside help, of course, is from a chiropractor. And that's my go-to always. So recently I started getting adjusted. Before I was probably getting adjusted, I was a terrible patient. I wouldn't recommend this for you guys, but I was probably getting adjusted like once every 2 to 3 months. And that just wasn't cutting it. It wasn't until I started getting adjusted 1 to 2 times a week that I noticed an instant change in my energy and my ability to make it through the day with energy. So last year for homeschooling, I was, I could get through the school day for the most part. I would struggle in the mornings. I could get through the day, but by the end of it, I was done for. Like, I was not able to once we finished school, I was like a bump on a log. I was so fatigued. And so it wasn't until I started getting adjusted regularly that changed for me. I was like, oh, I have leftover energy. So with that leftover energy, I've been able to do things around the house, or do more reading for myself, or just go work out. That's been the big thing. I've actually had the energy to go exercise. The second thing that I've done, other than getting regular chiropractic adjustments to align my nervous system and all that, is I quit drinking coffee, which is a very big deal, because I have been addicted to coffee probably since I was in the 8th grade. I will say around 1999. So that's 22 years. I probably had a cup of coffee almost every single day for 22 years. And sometime last year, I started to notice that I was drinking my coffee and then I was feeling like I wanted to go to sleep, wanted to take a nap. I didn't feel those happy coffee vibes that everybody else feels when they drink coffee. So for me, I could literally chug a cup of coffee and go take a nap. I could drink coffee at 6 o'clock at night and go to bed just fine. And so I think once I started getting adjusted regularly, I was like, okay, if I'm feeling good from the adjustments, I don't want to blow it by drinking coffee. So I finally, when you're that desperate to have energy, you will do crazy things. And that crazy thing for me was quitting coffee. So I would say those are 2 of the biggest things that I've done, is getting adjusted and quitting coffee. That alone will make a huge difference for a lot of people that have autoimmune issues and fatigue issues and that sort of thing, high stress, etc. So now I'm gonna get into more of the supplements and stuff that I take for all of this. It's not too crazy, so don't freak out. I'm gonna go grab them real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, we have a dog walking in the background, so maybe I'll wait till she quiets her little paws down. I'm scooting up the camera so you guys can see the supplements a little bit better. I want to start off by saying that, well, actually I'll show you this one first, because I think it's kind of pointless to take supplements if you are filled with heavy metals and toxins, and you can be doing that all day long till the cows come home, and it's going to be working, your body will be working against itself. So if you're going to be taking the supplements that I'm about to show you, you want to make sure that you have been detoxed. And I used to not be a really big fan of detoxes because they can range from crazy to pointless to expensive to harmful to dangerous. So I've kind of always been anti-detox until I tried one myself, and that is this advanced TRS spray. This is a toxin and contaminant removal support. It is really for heavy metals. That's why I take it. As you guys probably know, heavy metals are in our soil, in our air, in our water. And so once I started taking about 5 sprays of these a day, that's when I really started noticing a difference. I actually passed some parasites, which are so gross. I'm so sorry. But I was like, okay, this stuff is actually working. Things are happening. Things are changing in my body. I felt a lot less inflammation. I mean, this was so inflamed all around my thyroid and my neck. My lymphatic system was just super inflamed. You could see it in my face, really all over my body. And so I swear by this stuff. I'll put a link for everything below in the description box. You can check it out down there. And this tastes like water. You can give it to children. You can take it if you're breastfeeding. It's safe for all ages. And I can't recommend it enough. So I think this helps give you a clean slate. So when you start taking other supplements that are more of like to build you up, they'll actually have an effect on your body instead of trying to like have an uphill battle, if that makes sense. Next two things I'll say are this grass-fed adrenal and this grass-fed beef thyroid. So you can see right here, these are ancestral supplements. And these are just to build you up. So if you suspect that you have thyroid problems or adrenal problems, or they have one for gallbladder, I mean, you name it, cardiovascular support, any system in your body that you need to support, or even organ, you can take the organ of the animal. And indigenous cultures have been doing this for probably thousands of years, and it will help your thyroid or your heart, etc. So these are pasture raised in New Zealand. They are grass-fed, grass-finished, hormone, pesticide, and GMO-free, and no fillers or flow agents. This has thyroid and liver in it, and I just swear by these. At one point, I was having almost like male pattern baldness. I was losing hair right in here, and the thyroid is really what brought this back to life for me. I also take the adrenal when I'm under like heavy stress situations. I've been taking it more often as I started working out again, just because I know my body, even though I'm feeling better, it's kind of like I'm on this teeter-totter, you know, and I have to balance like, okay, I have the energy, but if I go lift heavy weights or go like walking for an hour, am I gonna burn myself out? So I'll always take these adrenal supplements if I'm doing something like that, or we've had a long day traveling or baseball or something like that. Swear by these. They have helped with my energy so much, the combination, and they have lots of other options. They're available on Amazon, and they're pretty affordable. The next thing that I take almost every single day is this whole food vitamin C. There are lots of vitamin C's on the market, but most of them are just ascorbic acid, and so you want to stay away from that, in my personal opinion. I want things that are whole foods, basically. I want my supplements to be made from whole foods. You can see here, this is gluten-free, vegan, although these are definitely not vegan. But if you are vegan or vegetarian, these are a great option for you. And I just got these at Sprouts. Again, super affordable. It says to take 6 a day, but I only take 2 to 3. If I thought I was coming down with something, I would bump that up, of course. But these are great for collagen, for your hair, for your immune system, even for your adrenals, honestly. We're one of the only mammals that don't make our own vitamin C. I think hamsters are the only other mammal that doesn't make their own vitamin C. So humans, vitamin C is good for you, and you don't want it to be the crap that's made in a chemical lab. So this whole food vitamin C made from cherries and, let's see, camu. What else? Amla berry, that's where it's at. So these are super awesome for all the things, and I take them every day. The next thing, which kind of goes without saying, is this probiotic. I just started taking this. My sister recommended this to me. I go on and off taking probiotics. Obviously, it's super important for you, but you want to have diversity in your gut, so you don't want to take the same probiotic every single day. You definitely want to change it up. This one was just recommended to me by my sister. It has prebiotic fiber in it. It has 10 different strains of probiotic or of bacteria. And it says it has no soy, gluten, milk, egg, wheat, GMOs, peanuts, artificial sweeteners, color additives, artificial ingredients, or preservatives. So this is a winner. This has a ton of amazing reviews on Amazon. Go check it out. It is by Physician's Choice. I'll leave a link again in the description box, but trying this out, this is new to me. I like it so far. I'm excited to see how I feel after I finish the entire bottle, but I don't think you can go wrong with this just because of all the amazing reviews, like over 60-something thousand of them. And my sister has said that it's really helped with her skin a lot. And so love this one. Next up, and I should say last but not least, is this Emerita Progest. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, everything but this one was purchased on Amazon. So again, super affordable. This will last you like probably a year. My other one lasts me at least a year, if not more. And I use it every single day. I say that this is what makes me a nicer mom, a more patient mom, that and the Lord himself. I just love taking a progesterone cream because once you get to be like 30, 35, and above, you want to be able to balance out your hormones. And if you're struggling to do that with just diet or whatever, then this progesterone cream will really help with that, with your testosterone levels and your estrogen levels. progesterone is just like your little friend. And so for me, the biggest thing that I've noticed is that I just feel like my mood is a lot more even keeled. Like I just don't have those moments of like getting so frustrated or getting impatient. And it is a huge blessing to my life when I'm homeschooling, because you could do that all day if you let little things get to you. And so this has really helped me with that. This is paraben-free, fragrance-free, super clean, super affordable. Like I said, you can put it on. I usually put it like right here on my arms, and I just rub them together. But you can put it in between your thighs, on your thighs, anywhere really on your body. So, so yeah, swear by this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so that's pretty much it for me. The things that I have noticed have been improvements in my skin, my energy, my hair is a lot healthier, longer, my mood, my ability to work out and survive afterwards, not need to sleep for like 3 days. So many things, and they've all made me be a better homeschool mom, because homeschooling is not for the faint of heart, as you guys know. And although I believe in being selfless and pushing through those hard times, I want homeschool to be an enjoyable experience for myself and for my family, my kids. And so these supplements and taking care of my vessel have made that possible, again, along with lots of prayer, the grace of the Lord, having really awesome kids, and patient and understanding kids, and just, yeah, a love for homeschooling. So that is my motivation for all of this. And hopefully some of this will help you guys. I don't know if you're in the same position as I was, but I know it can be a struggle when you're not well. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about my other favorite subject other than homeschool. And I hope you guys are healthy and well, and I will see you next time.